Hello, everyone. How are you? I am Violet Lee, your Tai Chi examiner. Yes, many of you know me because my writing. I have written more than 800 articles, and today it's a delight because I'm so happy. My Tai Chi sister, Master Yijiao Hong, is here and with us, and she's my Tai Chi sister. And some of you may know the Chinese way of talking about family. And in Chinese, we define the family relationship much more than the Western way. So if normally if somebody, like in my own family, and my older sister, we call 姐姐, and then if it's my younger sister, I will call 妹妹. And in this case, and Yijiao is my 师姐, that means she is my older sister. However, she is much, much younger than I am. However, because she became the disciple of my Sifu Grandmaster much earlier than I was, and also her accomplishment, and she definitely surpassed me in the Tai Chi Chuan. So definitely 师姐. So she's my older sister, even though she's younger. Hey, Yijiao, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hello, everybody, and very kind of Master Violet Lee, and also my sister of Chen Tai Chi kind introduction, and I'm honored to be here today.
Yes, well, Master Yijiao Hong, and as I mentioned, she accomplished quite a lot, but she also has I don't know, you can call it advantage or whatever. And when she was young, she studied martial art or Tai Chi Chuan, right, in university. And you want to talk a little bit about your background and how you developed, and then you have all this accomplishment. Thank you.
Okay. I think I have to start with my childhood. And it really, when I was at second grade, I was 8 years old, and my city, the Chinese martial arts team, Wushu team, Jinhua Wushu team, it was located at my elementary school. When I saw the team practice, and I just fall in love with it. I just love that kind of movement. And I wished the coach could choose me. And the coach came to our class and just look at me, and somehow he just by his feeling and choose me. And then we had first 3 months training with 30 kids, and then ended up 8 kids. So it was tough training. So I survived that, and that's
and
my.
You did not quit. I know in China the training is so tough, and the Chinese.
Correct.
Chinese has a saying, say, "Eat bitter."
Yes,
right? 吃苦, eat bitter.
Yes. Yeah, I don't mind just briefly talk about that. The first 3 months training was very brutal because 5:30 I had to get up and was very sleepy, and full-time school, and 4 o'clock after school, another training, and then no holidays, basically. There was 1 day off, Sunday. And then the tough part is the first month we have to bite the toes, like, the flexibility. So it was by force. So the first month, my legs all turned black and blue. And my mom looked at, she told me, she said, you can quit. And my dad said, 先苦后甜. Without eating a bit, there was no fruit, like a sweetness. And then he said, okay, you can have any breakfast you want. I think at that time, I didn't want to quit, but it was hard. However, that's what I started. And then it was kind of, and then during those years training, we do compete province and the county and the district. It was kind of because no training, it's a very kind of boring because we repeat basics every day. And to some point, because there was no kind of holidays for us, we have to training the winter and the summer, and sometimes we went to another city training and was always miss home. And I remember I always cry on the bus. And then
yet, even
the
that you
letter to the
still
parents. But those days, I think that foundation really shaped today I am. That foundation we call coordination, strength, flexibility, balance, and the coordination and the movements. I mean, it's the basic Wushu training. It was important for rest of my life learning Tai Chi, and so I after high school I was accepted to Zhejiang Normal University. So it's at physical education department, special in Wushu Tai Chi. So in the college, I had the opportunity to study relevant course like anatomy, physiology, sports medicine, sports-related psychology. Especially, it's my favorite course, the psychology, like educational psychology, sports psychology, and environmental, like lots of educational kind of related course project. So and also the anatomy, physiology, and sports medicine. Those are kind of important benefit rest of my life basically. And
great,
then after,
sorry, Master Hong, for me to interrupting you. And I am just so excited to hear that because I know many universities in China, they have this so-called physical education department. I never realized the curriculum, and it seems very comprehensive. You really understand the anatomy and so forth. And I remember hearing you teaching people how to do standing pose, 站桩. You're talking about, have to keep the body upright and so forth. And then, but actually there's a lot of good reasons for that, right? And I guess with your
yes.
training and in the university, you understand that all very well. So that's great. No wonder you do so well. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, yes, true that I would say childhood Wushu training is my physical body foundation, and university's study is built knowledge. And then after university, I was assigned to Zhejiang University of Traditional Chinese Medicine, where I taught 3 years before immigrate here. United States. That 3 years also is very important that because I studied 2.5 years traditional Chinese medicine. So because why I studied them? Because my colleagues, they PhDs and master degree, and then they of traditional Chinese medicine, they are teachers and graduate. One is a teacher, faculty at the university. Another one, she's a graduate. So when we talk and everything related to traditional Chinese medicine really fascinates me. And I say, I want to enroll, I want to learn. And that time I start compete Tai Chi. So I should go backwards. Why I competed Tai Chi and liked Tai Chi at that point was my first year at the university. Because in Wushu department, I had a chance when I was 12 years old study Tai Chi, but I didn't like it that time. So when I was 18 years old, and I was searching for peace, mind peace. And I believed at that time, and if I could keep my mind in peace, that state, it's it's my happiness. So I'm looking for that. I found from the beginning movement of Tai Chi. That was my first love and Tai Chi. And then ever start the Tai Chi course. And then every weekend I went to the city and studied extensive other Tai Chi course with the local Tai Chi, traditional Tai Chi masters. So through those practice and training, I really liked this art. And also personal healing. I had appendix surgery at the beginning of the college. And ever since, I always have some kind of discomfort and pain. And when the weather change into raining, and it feels like weather report. However, every Tai Chi training and kept me well. So that's also is a physical benefit from Tai Chi training. So in the university, when I'm in graduate university, I become a faculty at Zhejiang University of Traditional Chinese Medicine. So through the courses, like at first year, I studied the theory of traditional Chinese medicine, talk about five elements, and the meridian theory and the yin yang theory, because the body, the organs they always talk about yin yang theory. So everything traditional Chinese, and at the same time, at my department of physical education and Qigong Tai Chi, and at my department of what I'm teaching the students, also we study and in like more advanced course for Tai Chi and Qigong in the Hangzhou, and then with other masters, professors. So all those combined together and made me believe the Tai Chi value of the human for the human health. So that's the time I determined that's something I want to do rest of my life, basically. And then
Good.
I had a goal to study a graduate. Suppose that was my goal, to finish the traditional Chinese medicine course, and on the way I compete, and then to get the graduate degree. That was my original goal. So all those experience made me this path of lifetime practice and teaching. Okay.
Wonderful. Well, and for some, Yijiao, you probably know that your school, the Zhejiang University, is ranked #1 in the world for putting out the most scientific study. Yes.
Correct.
Yes,
Zhejiang
it's all
University.
over. Yes, it's the best university in the world. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But actually, we are the university just in traditional Chinese medicine. So the Zhejiang University, there is it's Zhejiang Daxue. Zhejiang University is its own university, and our university is the same city, but we are only the University for Traditional Chinese Medicine. Even so, we call Zhejiang University of Traditional Chinese Medicine. So there is difference, but
Okay.
the science in Zhejiang University, and that it's very developed. And yeah, because the technology company Alibaba and lots of high-tech company are there, and they support, and they also fosters many excellent graduates into those companies too.
So this is very, very fascinating you were a young little girl. You just saw people doing martial arts, Wushu, and you were fascinated. But it seems your love for the art just continue, right? Even through your, college years, and even when you move to immigrate to U.S. And if I remember correctly, this year will be the 30th anniversary for your school, right? Chinese Wushu and Tai Chi Academy in Seattle area. Am I
Yes.
right? Yeah, I mean
Yes.
that's just incredible, and you are so dear to your heart. I guess you will persist with your passion, and then continues with that. And as a Tai Chi instructor myself, I know it is very, very difficult to do it as a full-time job. I never did this as a full-time career. I always had another daytime job. But you have doing this full-time. Am I right? And you have your own studio, your own school, and so what make you decided to do that?
First of all, this is my major. Okay, so I am, when I was 8 years old, somehow when the teacher, give assignment, say, what do you want to do in the future? And I was naturally say, I want to be a martial arts instructor. Okay, so 1995 actually established 1996, yes, 30 years anniversary this year. At the first several years, I still involved heavily with the international Chinese martial arts Wushu federations training course and competition. So that time, Chinese Wushu and Tai Chi Academy, and I also run the school as a full-time, correct? And I teach both Tai Chi and external kids martial arts. So it's hard work, I have to say that. It's really hard work, and I still remember like 5 days. It's not 5 days, 7 days, 24 hours. And it's hard work to make the living. So I also credit those trainings at international events, which is international instructor course and judge course, and those are also. So I'm the 2004 certified international A-grade judge in 套路, like form. That course also shaped me in the teaching class great deal. Plus, I would say over the years and teaching experience, and also I taught at acupuncture school at the very beginning in Seattle, and I still took some Chinese medicine classes here. Anyway, so those are important. And I'm lucky that because from the traditional Chinese medical university, so in Seattle, I met a lot of acupuncturists, because Tai Chi is a part of a traditional Chinese medicine. It's a therapeutic and recovering exercises as a part of. So I got a lot of support and, like the referral Tai Chi from those traditional Chinese doctors. So I remember when my school have around the peak at 200 students, like over 100 was a lot of from the doctors, traditional Chinese herbalist. Anyway, so actually past 20 years, and I had been part-time because I have 2 children. I spent half most of my time to raise my 2 children. Now they are in college. So last year, and I decided to employ myself, and because during the very beginning, those years, like first 10 years, I tried to establish financially, secure my financially. So, but that time, I always have a dream to have a school, like our own building or own facility. So that was always my dream. And then I'm lucky enough that last year we, by the determination, I have to say, my strong belief. Excuse me, I need to go backwards about my background, also training. I also want to, this is a very important for last 30 years. 1997, I met Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei. So 1998, Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei offering seminars and workshops in Seattle. So through 1997, 8, all the first 10 years, he almost coming here every year, and probably 20 times over those years. And I learned a great deal from the best grandmaster in the world and authentic Chen Tai Chi. And that training, the Chen Tai Chi training, it's very important to my own practice and my teaching. So so last year, so I started the full-time school. True, like when I give up the old school in Seattle, because I shared the space. So when I call my colleagues, because some of my colleagues of Tai Chi instructors, they, after the pandemic, basically they are online teaching. So I kept my studio in part-time still during pandemic, but at the end of the pandemic, I decided continue my classes in my own home, like home neighborhood in Mercer Island here. So when I give up, I call them, and they still feel it's too much to, financially, it's difficult to keep the space. It's true. It's Tai Chi teaching full time. It's we don't make a lot, standard.
Yes.
It's true. Like, yes, last year I have to say I had quite a lot of pressure to keep this space at a very good neighborhood. It is very expensive, but I thank my husband. He taking care of the children's college bill and home's responsibility, and he relatively he makes handsome living. So, and I feel I don't have that kind of. So as long as I pay the bills, and then I really feel like this is my last chance in my life, and I'm not too old yet. So I feel this is my peak of my career, to have a time and have the space and have amount of the student carry on. So I'm very lucky, and thanks to all the teachers on the way and students
Well, but you're
support.
also very determined, right? You want to go to pursue your dream. That was great. So maybe it was 1980, well, no, 2018 or whatever, or 17. I went to your school in Seattle. That time was, I think, is in downtown Seattle or Chinatown, right? And I
Yes,
remember like
2016.
16.
Yes,
Oh, okay. And right
and
around the corner was Bruce Lee's whatever things. Uh, yeah.
yes,
The
yes,
Bruce Lee used to practice there. And so that studio, so it was actually you share with other instructor. Is that my
Not an
understanding now?
instructor. Actually, it's a full family association. So it's called, you know, 刘关张赵, Liu Bei,
Oh,
Guan Yu, Zhang
mm.
Fei, Zhao Yun. This four family association is a, I learned that
Oh,
four family, so 30, yeah, 30 years ago, four family association is a worldwide. It's a ancestor, their ancestor is Guo time, three kingdoms. You know, if you know, there was a book called The
right.
Romance of a Three Kingdom, and that was based on true story, and that's
Yeah,
their ancestor, and then so in around then I learned that there is worldwide association, and then they promote this culture, and they liked we have Tai Chi school there.
I
So
see.
yes, and that so we share the space, and that um, yes,
Yeah, no, no, I see. That's wonderful. And now you have your own home, and I see you're in your own studio right now. Is that true?
yes,
Oh, okay,
yes.
wonderful, and great. And so right now, do you still teach little kids martial art, or it's all mostly Tai Chi Chuan?
So I only teach Tai Chi Chuan. So in my class is Yang style and Chen style Tai Chi. Uh, Yang style in because there is lots of seniors, Yang Tai Chi is preferred, and some Qigong exercises
Hmm.
instructor instructed in the classroom and practiced as well. So basically, it is there are all Tai Chi classes. I have not started kids class yet, so can be children can be taught in Chen Tai Chi. So, but I have not started children program. It's all adults oriented group classes.
Well, I really admire you, and I know some of the how should I say, um, instructors, they teach both Kung Fu and Tai Chi because a lot the Kung Fu can bring kids in and make money and pay the bills, and they strictly teaching Tai Chi and Qigong is very, very tough. And I really, really admire your courage and that you devoted to that. That's wonderful. And you told us how tough it was when you first started, you know, your journey, and uh, and you've been teaching in this country for 30 years, right? And
Yes.
what do you see the difference between the training here versus training back at home in China?
That's a very good question. Um, especially the first few years, and I felt the huge difference. In China, we almost, a lot of part of it was forced. You know, it's like we forced get up, forced go to class, forced to do this, forced whip to do 5 minutes horse dance, whether you're willing or not, you were forced. Okay. And here, when I teach, I saw some, you know, I as a teacher, there are some students forced by parents because they believe this is good for the kids, but all end up quitting. So, but big majority of the people learning Tai Chi here, and they want to learn. Okay, so, but in the martial arts as well, and I was just amazed that the martial arts is Tai Chi is relatively not that tough, but martial arts, it is tough work, you know,
Mhm.
physically draining. And then I still remember one of the student is like the kids or adult, some of them, they work so hard. Like even my mom was amazed, like, gosh, like they work so hard, sure they have a break. I say, Mom, they love it.
Uh-huh.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, so it's all from the heart. So I feel So it's same way to me because when I'm not teaching, also I practice Tai Chi. So I think for me, it's really, I love to do the, the most happy time when I come to class. I love it. So I enjoy it, and it's something I really enjoy doing that. But true, like with the aging, when we aging, I cannot do that much anymore. So used to when I'm young, before I having a children, like
So
I can
you
teach
say you cannot do much anymore. You're talking about like a hostile
limited.
martial art, kung fu, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I stopped
not
teaching
Tai
that.
Chi. Yeah, okay.
But
Yes.
okay, I stopped teaching external martial arts because I don't practice anymore, and I somehow lost the interest. And Tai Chi is something I still practice, and then still I cannot teach like 40 hours a week anymore, but I could when there is an instructor available, just because my teaching style is hands-on, like in person, very detailed. So so it's not like used to be, like 40 hours teaching, no problem, not anymore.
No,
Probably
I
just
see. I see online that your schedule is still quite full, right? And yes,
five
so
classes right now.
yeah, five
Yes.
classes. That's full load. That's other people's regular job. But not everybody needs to do 24/7 like you used to do, right? So that's good. That's a full time, full load. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so uh, on your website, and I guess because you firmly believe that, you put certain things there. You talk about the three practice principles, and in Chinese we call 三练, 三不练. There are three things we need to focus, and three things we really should not. But unfortunately, a lot of people, even some of the instructor I have noticed, in this country, and they focus on the wrong things. So you want to talk about what are the three things people should focus when they learn Tai Chi Chuan.
Okay, so let's talk about how to practice Tai Chi now. Yes, so we call 练理不练招，练本不练标。And what else? There was another one. 练身不练招，练身。So first, when you practice theories, not just the movements. So in other words, so this one, 练. So when you practice Tai Chi, it's not just the movements. You need to follow the Tai Chi guidelines and move your body, basically. 练本不练标, it's the same way. So follow the Tai Chi principles. You train the body disciplines, not superficial movements.
Very
Okay.
nice.
And there was another one you mentioned.
Well, I think that you're talking about saying practice the posture and not just
Yes.
the movements. So
Yes. Yeah. And then another one is 练本不练标, and then also our Tai Chi training is nourish dantian. Our goal is to achieve abdominal breathing. You train the whole body. First of all, physically, you move from the waist, from dantian. So, and then second, your breathing move down to your dantian, and your mind focus your body and allow your chi center. So I often tell the student, you basically build the engine at where the gravity is. That's the life force we call the pro in the farm, and that's what we're training. Okay. And then through this training, that's why that's the three training and three not training. So you don't focus on copy the movement. That's not the key. You focus on the central equilibrium. You move from the center and then linked section by section, the end of the hand, top of the head. Your goal is open up your body and create the firmness of the qi in the dantian area and then flow. Flow is, that's why the Tai Chi is soft and slow and fluid. So
Very
those are
nice.
essential training. You don't focus on superficial and then the movements and then just applications like with external. So that's what they are.
Yes, yes, yes. I think that this is great, and I hope oh, probably not. You're a good teacher, so in my how should I say experience, sometimes when we are trying to do this way, and the students sometimes lost the interest because they wanted to just do the flowery things and looks whatever, right? But they lost the 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 routine, the basics. So that's very good, and you insist on the principle. Very nice. Okay, and there are a lot of people ask me this question. So how I can be a good Tai Chi practitioner? And what do you think are the three important things to become, even from somebody who never had an experience? You think what is the other three most important elements?
Okay,
Mhm.
so first, number one, okay, you need to find a teacher. Some people think Tai Chi, oh, Tai Chi it's easy. It is not. Tai Chi is a profound art. Take years and years to cultivate it and to develop the internal understanding. So how to, and then some people train their lifetimes, still never get it. Okay. So first important thing is find a teacher, understands Tai Chi, like Grandmaster Chen. So Grandmaster Chen is his he is the best authentic. He's coming to Seattle and he
That's
coming
right.
to, yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in also US to offer seminars and find the teachers really understands Tai Chi and be patient and
Mm-hmm.
take time to practice. I think also Tai Chi is, some people say Tai Chi is boring. Tai Chi is not boring if they truly understand. Be patient. Be patient. It's very important. And then
Mm-hmm.
take time to build up practice habit. So you have to respect this art. This is like a true art. It's a science. Science follow the um, body physical science, nature science, and follow the traditional Chinese medicine. This is the art as well. Tai Chi, and also Tai Chi is a great benefit for the body, but those comes time and practice, daily practice. So take lifetime to practice, to understand, take years to enter the Tai Chi state. So
Mm-hmm.
be patient, be, you know, believe in Tai Chi and be patient and keep practice, and practice. If you don't understand, keep practice, but make sure you find the right teacher.
Yeah.
Violet,
Mm-hmm.
but Master Lee, and I do admire you that you promote in the paper. And that's also, it's a very important job to spread Tai Chi. And I'm also positive that Tai Chi become more and more popular worldwide. and
Oh,
the
yes.
population of practicing it's growing dramatically past the
Yeah.
30 years.
As a matter of fact, United Nations made an announcement about a month ago, right? And that they designate March 21st in each year. Yes, that's the International Tai Chi Day. And
Yes, officially recognized. So
yes,
because the big population and promoting like Grandmaster Chen and Sister Violet Lee
no,
and
I
published
only have a
800
very
articles and yes, all those literature, and it is important. In my school, there is doctors. We have quite amount of doctors, and they would just tell me that because we read so many articles about Tai Chi, how benefit the health, and that's why they are in the classroom.
Yes. Well, I know you're very busy. You have a big trip coming up, and then you also are preparing for different performances and so forth. So your time, yes, yeah, I highly appreciate you spend the time with us today. But before I let you go, would you mind share the information about the upcoming workshop led by Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei, and when and where it's going to be? And then I think besides Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei, and there are several other masters going to teach along with him, because it sounds like you have different tracks, right?
Yes. So we're very honored and looking forward to Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei to, along with Chen Bing. Chen Bing is he is the chairman of Henan Tai Chi Association, and then his daughter Chen Juan, she is a graduate from Beijing Sports Institute and China National Chen Tai Chi champion, and also his youngest daughter Chen Yuanyuan to Seattle on the 8th, between 8th to 12th. So this
8
trip,
to
they
12,
will,
which months? Which months?
July
Okay.
8th
July
to
8th
July
to,
12th.
okay.
Yes, some course will be at my school, another one weekend at community center. We rent a big gym. So, okay,
That's a
so
lot
the
of work to
course,
coordinate. Mhm.
yeah, the course is important, and Chen Yuanyuan and Chen Juan is going to teach the silk rolling for beginners and four-season qigong, and then Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei in person he will teach the old frame one, 保驾一路. Okay,
That's
and
the
then
marquee
new.
form of a Chen-style Tai Chi. Yeah.
Yes, and then also the new frame one applications. And this is a very rare opportunity. And the application of a new frame one, Grandmaster Chen is so knowledge about it in the world. Not too many, masters really master this understanding of new frame. So we're really looking forward. And then Chen Bing also will teach, along with his sisters, Chen Juan and Chen Yuanyuan, will teach push hands.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
There
And
are a
then
lot of choices.
yes,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
Chen Juan and Chen Yuanyuan, they will teach straight sword. And we made it a very flexible schedule. Like you can pick one day, example, you just learn like beginner silk rolling, or you just learn push hands. But if you are practitioner, I encourage you to take old frame one and push hands, and then if you are many years experienced practitioner, you probably take Grandmaster Chen's a new frame one application course. So this is their Seattle's schedule. Also, Grandmaster Chen, the light of summer camp in San Diego. I think that the end of June,
June.
June 28th to July 2nd. Also, there will be a wonderful course in San Diego. Okay, so these two venues are nice because Seattle in summer is great weather, and then in San Diego also nice weather there. So it's very nice venue there at the golf course. So take advantage of that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing all this information with us. I really appreciate it. And I also, appreciate it. You share your personal story, how you build the business and the challenges. And thank you. Thank you so much, sister. Okay. And so nice to have you. Maybe
My
we should have,
pleasure.
if you have time later in the year, maybe you can find time and come back and talk more about some of the Tai Chi principles and theory and how it relates to the health. Okay,
You
so
bet.
okay, I
Okay.
heard you say that. Everybody heard you say that. Okay, well, thank you.